Hello, hello. This is J Goddess with J Goddess Tarot, and today I am bringing you a pick a card about dissolving limiting beliefs. Now, we all have them. They're a pain in the butt for all of us, but I want to ask Spirit today about how can we dissolve these? How can we begin to confront these? And today I have three piles, for you all to pick from. And we have the red Hematoid Quartz, the Kambaba Jasper, it's like a black and green marble Jasper, and the silver Moonstone. Now, please take a few moments, take some deep breaths, inhale, close your eyes if necessary, and really pick the pile or piles that call to you, because there may be messages in more than one pile. And while you do that, I want to say, please check out the links below in the description box. You'll see the link to my Instagram where I post regular readings for the collective. You'll also find links to my Amazon wish list. No pressure, but always appreciate if anyone sends me decks. And you'll find the link to my Patreon. We are a high vibe tribe. I post exclusive readings. I post tutorials. I post things that may be too hot for YouTube. We're all about self-love, self-empowerment, uplifting of our own energy and the energy of the collective. Now, if you've had a moment, pick your pile and we will begin. So welcome my pile number ones, for those of you who selected the red Hematoid Quartz. So Hematoid Quartz combines the amplifying properties of quartz with the balancing and stabilizing properties of hematite. It can assist not only in removing negativity, but also transforming and transmuting the negative energy into pure love and light. So for those of you who selected this pile and you are wondering how to dissolve limiting beliefs, so I asked Spirit 3 specific questions about how each of the piles is going to do that. So for you, what comes up is you need to release the limiting belief that no one supports you, or no one has your back, or no one, you can't trust people. I feel that there's trust is an issue, and I don't mean in the sense of being paranoid or anything to that extent, but you really feel that your success and everything in your life, everything is all on you. And you tend to probably take on a lot because you just don't feel others are dependable and as reliable as you. So with this Queen of Swords card, you are someone, my pal ones, who is very intelligent and strategic. You have a high level of, you're very logical, and you are very good at decision making. And you feel with this Three of Pentacles coming up next, which is all about family and community and support, you don't feel, your limiting belief is you don't feel that you have that. Not in the sense that like everybody's against you. No, that's not what I mean. But you are the type of person that may struggle to delegate because you just don't feel that others are reliable in getting things done. And I feel this is both in your professional and personal lives, my pal one. So you do have this feeling that it's all on you all the time. And the way for you to overcome or release this limiting or dissolve this limiting belief is this Eight of Cups. You have to just walk away from it because it's not serving you and it's causing you to feel very run down and burnt out. And at the end of the day, it doesn't help you accomplish to the extent you would like to, or the level of things you would like to accomplish, because you're taking on everything. You're taking on the full load of everything, my pal ones. So I asked, I pulled some oracle cards as well on this particular thing, and the first one that came out was support. So Spirit is letting you know the people around you do support you. Now, this can be in the context of your family. Maybe you don't delegate things as you should to, if you have children, to your children, or to your significant other, if you have one. The people in your social circle, the people in any community, I'm hearing community activities that you belong to, you take everything on yourself, my pal ones, and you have this limiting belief that you can't count on people to follow through on things. And Spirit wants to let you know you do have support. And another thing, I pulled a crystal inspiration card, wasn't in frame because they wouldn't all fit, is Aragonite. Release your emotional baggage. So what the energy of this is telling me is, in the past, you have been let down by someone that you thought was going to come through. And I have a feeling it was something pretty sizable. It could have been a personal, professional, whatever. It was something pretty sizable and pretty important to you, and they let you down. And that experience has now caused you to internalize it to the point where it's a limiting belief that you can't depend on anyone but yourself. And that's simply not true. Now, continue to be in your Queen of Swords energy and have discernment about who and what can be delegated to what person or persons. You know, you wouldn't give a 5-year-old car keys and expect them to drive. Of course not. But the people in your sphere of influence, the people in your social and familial circles, and at your job, delegate accordingly based upon what these people have shown you. But know that you do have support, and it does not all have to fall on you, and you don't have to be burnt out and tired all the time, which I'm feeling heavily with my pal ones. You're strong folks, but I feel you get to the point of burnout often because you don't trust that other people will follow through on things. And this is the limiting belief that I have, that Spirit's coming through for you to say you need to dissolve. So I really hope this message resonated with you. Please check out the links below in my description box. You have a link to my Instagram, link to my Amazon wish list, and a link to my Patreon. Feel free to join me there. Anytime I do extended readings, I post them there exclusively. I also do exclusive readings, tutorials over there about tarot, developing your intuition, etc., as well as things that may be too hot for YouTube, and we can be a little more free than on this platform. But if this is where I leave you for now, thank you for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello, my pal twos. If you selected the beautiful Kambaba Jasper, this is your reading. So Kambaba Jasper is a very energizing stone that activates our root and heart chakras. It helps provide much needed healing to the heart and calming of negative emotions such as guilt, trauma, grief, jealousy, anger, and sadness. All right, so my pal twos, when I asked Spirit, what are the limiting beliefs that my pal twos, what do they have as limiting beliefs, and how can they dissolve them? This is what came through for you. So we start out with the, let me make sure everything is in frame. We start out with the Two of Wands. Immediately I'm picking up on a limiting belief you have, pal two, is being stuck and not able to make a decision between your comfort zone and trying something new. And that could be in any realm. I'm getting, moving forward in a career. Maybe it's calling for you to, maybe something you really want to do is calling for you to get more education, but that's outside of your comfort zone. And it's calling you to step outside of that. Also, it could be in relationships. You may only have dated one type of person ever, but maybe that's not working out and you need to explore your options of dating other types. It could be, ethnicity or racial background, but I'm also thinking it could be types, like, you've always dated the bad girl type or the bad boy type. Well, maybe it's time to date someone who's a little more scholarly and subtle and settled in their approach to life. And I do apologize, I'm filming from a different location, and as you can see, it's very sunny, so the sunlight will change throughout the reading, so apologies in advance. But pal twos, I'm feeling that Spirit is calling you to dissolve this limiting belief of you can't move forward, because really you can. And what you need to do is be a little more open-minded, and that's what this Ace of Swords is talking about, because aces are all about new beginnings, and the swords are definitely all about the mind. So be okay with moving forward and trying something new. And that's what the Seven of Cups is about, moving forward without knowing the outcome of something, trying a new relationship, going after, higher education or more for your job, or going after an opportunity that may be outside of your comfort zone, but you know that you can do. And then my Mermaid Oracle cards plainly saying move forward. So be okay moving out of your comfort zone, my pal twos, and what you're used to always doing, and trying something different, because I feel it will net you some very positive results. And then I did pull a daily crystal inspiration card as well, and this is what came out. Bloodstone, where it says get up, get moving. So Spirit is saying pretty much without a shadow of a doubt, you need to be comfortable moving forward. Stop being stagnant in whatever area of your life this applies to and resonates. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have to make a radical shift overnight, not at all, but it means start taking into account what that change would look like and maybe brainstorming on an approach to how to make that shift. For example, if this is talking about a career and you're going for something that's outside of your comfort zone and different than what you're normally doing, start researching schools. If you need to get more formal education, start researching schools. If maybe you need to get some type of certification or tradesman seal, if something like that. If this is about maybe dating somebody different than your normal type, so say you always went for the bad boy or the bad girl, this may call you to change some of the places where you hang out and usually attract that particular type of person or those types of people. So say you usually go to certain clubs in non-COVID times, of course. This is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this time of recording, many of us in the world are still on some types of restriction. So maybe you always went to clubs to meet, and that's where you've met like every person you've dated. Well, maybe it's time to look at going to other types of clubs. Maybe instead of a dance club, you would want to go to jazz lounges. You know what I mean? Or go to lectures or different events in your city that cater more toward cultural things. So it's just start doing the research. This doesn't mean you have to make a sudden move, but it is asking you to be, with this Ace of Swords, be more open-minded, be willing to move forward, be willing to try something new. In the Seven of Cups, moving forward without knowing, the end result. But that doesn't mean you have to do it hastily. It's just calling you to move. But there's nothing wrong with taking your time and moving in a strategic way. So this is my reading I have for you, my Pal 2s. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to watch any other pals that may resonate with you. Check out the links below. Also, in the description box, I have a link to my Instagram where I post readings for the collective regularly, a link to my Amazon wish list. Absolutely no pressure, but always appreciate if someone buys me a deck, and I can use it in my group readings as well as personal readings. And there's a link to my Patreon. We're a high vibe tribe over there. Any extendeds that I post, I exclusively post them there on my Patreon. I also have exclusive readings there, tutorials, and things of that nature to help you develop in different things you may be interested in, as well as Too Hot for YouTube readings, 18 plus types things that I really don't post here. So this is where I leave you for today. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, my Pal 3s. For those of you who selected this beautiful silver moonstone, this is your reading. So, a stone for new beginnings is Moonstone. It is a stone of inner growth and strength. It soothes emotional instability and stress and stabilizes the emotions, providing calmness. Moonstone enhances intuition, promotes inspiration, success, and good fortune in love and business matters. All right, so my Pal 3s, when I asked Spirit, what limiting beliefs do my Pal 3s have and how can they dissolve them, this is what came up. So starting out with the Six of Wands, many of you who selected this pile are working on something and you have a fear of success. And I feel this has come from maybe not being successful at something you've tried in the past. I'm specifically getting this as like a business or career venture. And then the Seven of Pentacles came out. So Spirit is saying what you need to do is just keep going. Whatever you're doing to build this business, especially a new business or launching something, keep doing what you're doing. Consistency is going to be your friend, I'm hearing, because success is a habit. If you are working on something every day, you are sowing that seed every day. What you need to align is your beliefs about that thing, not necessarily the work you're doing, because I feel you all in my Pal 3s are doing the work, but you need to align your energy. And then the Seven of Swords came out, which is about deception. So what you need to do to release this limiting belief with fear of success or that you're not enough is this deception is deception of self. Like, I feel for many of you, my pal threes, have imposter syndrome. Like, you feel that you're a fraud because you're not the top number one person in your field at whatever business that you're building. For example, if someone wants to be a next, like personality or something, okay, yeah, you're not Oprah overnight, okay? If you want to be a singer, you're not Beyonce overnight, okay? And that is what you are comparing yourself to as just starting on this journey. Like, for some of you, podcasting came up just now. So you're not going to be Seth Rogen overnight. You're not going to have the number one podcast in the world overnight. That does not mean you should not put that consistent work into it, because you absolutely should, my pal threes. And I pulled a mermaid oracle card, and it says free spirit. So this is saying free. The energy I'm reading off this is freeing your mind and freeing your spirit to believe in yourself. The deception that is happening right now is that you are not in the way that a lot of people deceive themselves into thinking, oh, they're saying they're great and they're really don't have much to offer. I think it's the opposite for you, my pal threes. Like, you're doing the work. You have done the research. You're putting in the hours. You're putting in the hard yards. And you have this sense that you're not good enough. That's the deception going on. You need to stop with the negative self-talk and release that belief that you can't be successful because you aren't the top person in whatever you're trying to do or in the field. And I also pulled a daily crystal inspiration card, and I got malachite. It's time to transform. And I feel this is specifically talking about your thoughts, my pal threes. It is time to transform your thoughts and your energy so you can get to a place where your energy matches the work that you're putting in with the Seven of Pentacles, and you keep doing, because I feel you're already doing the work. You just have to shift your beliefs. And once again, if you didn't see, because it's happened to my pal too as well, I apologize for all of the sun. I'm trying to film from different locations in my home, and as you can see, it's very sunny today. Very thankful for that, but it is a little challenging with this, so please forgive me. I will get better at this. So that is my reading for you, my pal threes, about your limiting belief that you need to dissolve. Is this kind of fear of success / imposter syndrome that you're feeling. Keep putting in the work, stay on that path, and it's time for you to really work on maybe transforming your thoughts. And things you can do to help release that are physical activities, exercising, working out to release some of that stress and anxiety, as well as activities such as meditation, yoga, to help calm your mind. And I feel that will really help your mind get in alignment with the activities that you're already doing to bring whatever thing you're working on into existence. So thank you for letting me read for you today. Please check out the links below in the description box, where I have a link to my Instagram, a link to my Patreon. We are a high vibe tribe over there. Please come join me for any extendeds I post, exclusive readings, tutorials, and Too Hot for YouTube readings. And also there is a link to my Amazon wish list. No pressure, but always appreciate when someone sends me decks. And feel free to check out other pals if you wish to. If not, this is where I leave you for today, and I will see you in my next video.